Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham news and update show for Friday, April 5th. Yes, it is a Friday night special, and we have Thunderlips, the ultimate male himself, Ivan, in the house. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Yes.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Happy Friday or Saturday for you?
Saturday here. Yeah.
Saturday
In
for
New
you.
Zealand.
Man. Oh, my
Mm.
God. Okay. How was your day today? What's going on?
Yeah, same old, same old. Not much happening. Yeah, but was waiting for the stream. Do it properly this time.
All right. Yeah. Well, hey, if it's a three and a half hour stream and it goes like that, we got, I don't know if we can top it. I think we can top it. Maybe we'll stay on focus tonight, but it's fun.
I don't know if we should try and top it. To be honest.
Why not? Yeah, exactly. Why should we try to top that? We'll leave that one to the side. Lots of fun last night. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch us. Ivan was in, Ruby Slippers was in, Sean was in from the Red Horde, Rage Cross Ram. There were people wearing hats. It was all over the shop. But we talked a little bit of football at the end, which was great. So that was exciting. So yeah, Friday night tonight. Smash a like on the video. Get involved in the Discord. Follow us on X, on Instagram. Ivan's here all the time, and yes, we're ready to rock and roll. And as you can see on the thumbnail, in our control. It's in our control. And Ivan and I spoke about this earlier. We got a few articles we're going to get through and some thoughts. Yeah, we're ready to have a little bit of a chat. Also, get your memberships up. We're working on getting special badges for everybody. I might even get like an Ivan badge. I don't know. We're going to figure that out. So everyone can have their badge on the
side. Love it.
Yeah. Ken's in the house. What's up, Ken? Ken wearing. Hey guys. Ken. Favorite person? I'll take it. I love it. And Ivan, where was your invite? Oh wow, just harshly, just dropping F-bombs right there. Stace, you're always invited. Always invited. Yeah, always. Actually, let me put this back before we get into it. Stace, I saw that you were doing you're hosting a space on X, and I was like, I don't want to bother you, but you are always invited. Always invited. Stacy badge. Okay, there we go. All right, let's talk about this too. So I have an article here. Ivan whiteboard badge. That'd be a good one too. Let's talk about this real quick. There's an article here that came up that I wanted to talk about, and Ivan and I spoke earlier. And I know Gio's on there too, but Parkinson had some thoughts that I thought were very interesting, and I'll read through them a little bit, and we'll pause, and Ivan and I have a chat and go back and forth and get involved in the chat over there too. But Parkinson came out swinging, and this is what I want to see. So Wrexham continues the promotion challenge away at Colchester, which is tomorrow. Apparently there's a storm coming, so Stace and everyone over in the UK, let us know. Wake me up early if it's going to go pear-shaped, so we can I can sleep in tomorrow. So Parkinson goes back to where it all began tomorrow, admitting Wrexham must leave Colchester United with a win in the race for automatic promotion in League Two after the loss against Doncaster Tuesday night. They're 4 points behind leader Stockport, who has the same tally. We have the same tally as Mansfield Town, although the top two have a game in hand. So Parkinson said, this is a quote, we're going to have to go in there and win the game. Flat out, end of story. I'm going to stop right there. There's more to say, but I'm going to put that to Ivan. He said, we have to go in there and win the game. Quote Parkinson. Thoughts there? Give me
that. My thoughts is right about time, because if we don't win this game right now, even though talking about numbers and our chances, we're not done yet, but it will be quite a hard blow to take. It'll be psychologically hard. So tomorrow, knowing the way this team operates this season, how it's flimsy, and we're on that roller coaster. Tomorrow they should be winning. Logically, we had a good game against Mansfield, then we had a dip against the Dons, and now we're going up again. We had a kick up our butts, and logically, I would expect us to win this next game. And I am sure that the boys, they will. They don't want to take it down to the wire. They don't want to cut the margins too thin. Yep. So yeah,
and they're getting tight and thin there too. And he goes on to say, I want to make sure that the all-around performance is more consistent than it was at Doncaster. And last night's show, before we went in there, I wanted our big guys to step up. And I know in the chat last night, I don't know if you saw, what we were doing. The chat was like, well, why don't some of the other guys step up? Why does have our big name players? Because big name players step up for big name games. You know what I mean? And now him saying, I want to make sure that the all around performance is more consistent than it was at Doncaster. So that is consistently taking care of possession. You talk about that all the time, but consistently taking care when the moments come for us. And I didn't think we did that well enough on Tuesday. Now, as you said, the inconsistency is there. Reading through that, what do you? I mean, I think that he's. Now, listen, that could be just public talk, but what's going on behind the scenes? What is he saying to the players?
Well, look, consistency in Parky's words. Again, I'm trying to decipher and trying to understand what he's actually saying. Consistency in his words is taking those chances, because the way Parky plays is that he plays a game of chances. He doesn't step away from the long ball. He doesn't like keeping possession. He does want those balls played in the space behind the defenders, down the lanes. So what he's talking about is we need to consistently use those chances that we get, because last game we didn't. Last game we didn't use those chances. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what he's talking about. Talking about people stepping up, players stepping up. Everybody is a big player on this team. Guys, don't forget that we have the most expensive team in this league. We have on paper we should be leaders. No doubt, no ifs, buts, and whatsoevers. So everybody is a big player, and everybody is expected to step up. But again, what we think about when people say step up, and what Parky thinks about when people say step up, is probably differs slightly or greatly. Depends on what you think, obviously.
Yeah. And we're focusing on Parkinson right now because this is a pre-match going in. This is Parkinson's quotes, so we're getting in there. We're going to see it goes in there too. More of his quotes, and I do see the chat coming through, and I'm going to get to those chats in a second. So we're going to take it one bit at a time here. Parkinson goes on to say, all I'm thinking about is getting the team right for the weekend and producing the performance which gives us the best chance of winning the game. Quote, Wrexham won their previous 2 away games, 3-1, improved their record on the blah, blah, blah. Who cares about that? Going on to his quote, again, the last couple of away games, we were excellent at Grimsby and Morecambe, he added. Of course, we came to Donny to replicate those performances, and we weren't able to do that. This is the last quote here, Ives. But the key thing is where we are in the league table, and we can finish the job off in the remaining games. It's a question. But the key thing is where we are in the league table, and can we finish the job off in the remaining games of the season? Question.
Mm-hmm. So what he's talking about there is that he's talking about picking the starting 11. Okay, so we will not be expecting anything new. The style of play will not change. He's just talking about getting the right team. So that's what he does. And there is nothing new here. He tries to understand who will be those people who can take on the players one-on-one, who can deliver that piece of individual excellence. That's what he's concerned about. Mm-hmm. I do not see any hints on, okay, we're going to try something new system pattern style-wise. But what he's talking about is that, all right, who is going to give us that little bit of edge? Who's going to take control of the ball and make a difference, right? So that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, and we'll get into the lineup later on as we go on too. So that's from his perspective, and I want to run this past you too before we actually let me do this too. Stacey says Crawley and Colchester concern me. They shut down everything. Oh yeah, okay. Ken Waring, what's up, Ken? How you doing, brother? A win would be mega for us tonight. Looking at our run-in, absolutely. Hughes in the house. Yes, I agree. 3 wins from now with the lower stress Colchester, Crawley, FGR, it would be could be all done. Absolutely. And Kim says Parkinson is right that tomorrow is a must-win, but so with Doncaster, and that seems to be where we're at. Aaron, we're going to talk about the lineup in a little bit. What's up, dude? How you doing? But that seems to be like we've seemed to be in this place like these are they're must-wins. Even he's saying it in the press. Like he's actually saying it in the press now.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, look, how long is a piece of string, right? Because remember, like we spoke about it a while back, that you only make your prognosis, you only make your forecast based on your last performance, right? So you need to keep the trends. We feel now so much different to what we felt like after Mansfield. Okay, if we lose this next game, everything changes again. And even those we know that the home games are not guaranteed, right? So we thought that before, but now knowing the way things go, they are. There is no divine right for us to win those games anymore. It should be, and like people say in the chat, Stacey is saying that some other teams concern her. You know which team concerns me? Wrexham.
Wrexham. That's where we're at right now. We have 5 games left. I mean, listen, we can go into the playoffs and it can go pear-shaped real fast. But you're right. I think you've been saying this for a week. Don't care about anyone else does, and that's why it's in our control. And I want to talk about that when we talk to what Dio said earlier about his article that we're going to get to in a minute. But it's in our control. Hugh says, "I hope Mendy is fit." I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat, maybe Stace knows if anyone else is if Mendy's fit. I'm not starting Mendy tomorrow. That's on me. Kim says Tuesday's loss ended first place chances. A loss tomorrow probably ends automatic promotion. Ooh.
Look, again, mathematically, chances-wise, it won't. But I can safely tell you right now, even though on paper, right now, we still have everything in our control. If we have good results and the results that we need over the last 5 games, in reality, knowing the way things go, we will need help. We are in a situation when we will already need help because we can't count on this team to, as bad as it sounds, to perform consistently anymore.
Yeah, it should. So we should, but we're just not. It just hasn't gone that way. Which is all right. But now we're here, so we can't look back. And now we're here. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm also. I don't think it's right to, again, don't get me wrong, you need to think about your opponents, but basically what I don't want to hear anymore is just, I'm sharing my opinion, is how other teams are on form. Mm-hmm. I want our team to be on form. And the job of a manager and the job of somebody who prepares for the game is to make sure that you study those opponents and you make sure that form that they have is irrelevant. You make sure you counter it with the most expensive team of the league, with the best players of the league, with the position in the table, with the desire and aspiration to get promoted. The other team form needs to become, it needs to be mitigated. Mm-hmm. The fact that it's not happening, the reasons behind it and the cause of it, I'll leave that up to you guys. You make your own decision why it's not happening. Yeah, and get into the chat on that too. It's a good conversation. Listen, really good conversation. And breaking off real quick too. You know, we had the United Stand guys on last night, and they were talking about the division of like different chats of like, I believe this guy is good, that guy's good. It's good to have good chat, and it's like it's good to have a little bit of banter. I'm like bad banter. It's good at banter. Nick Donnellan says hello, guys. Aaron says
hey, Nick.
Kim, he's also a member, by the way. Nick's a member. So he's got a badge by him. I think, Nick, you can update your badge, by the way. Kim, that's silly. MK isn't winning the rest of their games, and neither is Barrow. Stacy is agreeing with you on one of your points, Ivan. Obviously, why would you disagree with Ivan ever, Stacy? What's going on? She also says Colchester concerns me because Wrexham is concerning me with their play. Yes, and I want to put that up there. So let's get the last 10 away games. And this is credit to Rob Bryan Red, by the way, on X. So credit to Rob Bryan Red who put this up. Our last 10, I don't know if I can do it. This might not fit in the chat, but I'm going to try to see if I can do this. Here's me touching buttons, Ivan. Here, let me
all good. No, we got time, man. We got time.
Let me see if that worked. Can you see that? All right.
Nope. Negative Ghost Rider.
Okay. Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. So this is our last. These are our last 10 matches, away matches. Is that right? Yeah, last 10 away.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's not good, bro. That's not good, bro.
These results don't tell me promotion. They don't scream promotion at me.
Mm-hmm. And the outside, the other side will say, "Well, we're still in third." All right, we're still in third, right? But mm-hmm. that is, and we still have 2 games left. You know, we still have 2 games left. So, and what is this right now? Tomorrow's a must-win game. I think this is all leading to tomorrow's must-win game. I'll leave you on that. Go ahead.
Well, look, let's not fool ourselves. It's not going to be easy, right? So we know that we are relying on luck. Okay, we're not relying on any kind of a systematic, well-weighted, smart a conscientious approach. We're going into it hoping that somebody will step up and deliver a piece of individual excellence. That is never a nice place to be. But that's how, because we have the best players in the league, because we have the biggest budget in the league, that's how this current team managed to get away with a lot of things over the last couple of years. Okay? And that's what I've been talking about before. If we had something to fall back on, if we had a backup plan, and if we had plan A, plan B, plan C, then it would be a different conversation. But right now we're hoping for the lucky roll of the dice. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping for the team to show up. That's what I was trying to get to last night. I want the team to show up, and I think it's time. Like it's time. And I know what you're saying too. I agree with that. By the way, Brian Loop says 4-2-3-1 with Palmer. He's never going to change it. He's not going to. Brian, I love you. He ain't going to change the system. You know what I mean? He's not going to change it, right? I mean, he's negative that the opposing positives, I say. But he's never going to change his. It is what it is. This is how we're going. We're going to go through this. I agree with Kim. A loss tomorrow sets the table for a tanking auto promotion. Yes, and that's why I wanted to bring up a little bit too. And I know we're running through this because I know we have a lot to chat about. But this article came up too, Ivan, and this is why it's in our control. And a lot of what you just said makes a ton of sense, like almost way too much sense to the point where it's like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? Like, listen, there's Gio right there. He's back, and we're gonna, like I said, the lineup we'll talk about later on. But George Evans says Wrexham can't afford to dwell on the missed opportunity. You said that earlier, knowing their fate remains in their own hands with 5 games of this season remaining. Parkinson's men going to tomorrow's match. Who gives a crap about that? Blah blah blah. Let's get to the quote. The quote for Gio is said, "It was a big opportunity. We didn't take it." Talking about last week's game. And we didn't take it, but we are still in a fantastic position, says Gio. We need to be much better and start taking chances. Did you just say that? Like this at the crucial time of the season. There are going to be a lot of twists and turns, but we're in control of our fixture at the moment, and it's in our hands. I'll stop there. Did you guys talk? I don't know. Did you guys have a chat? Did I miss it? What happened?
I promise you, I did not read this article.
I know. I'm saying, did you talk to Gio? Because I don't know if you guys.
Well, Gio seems like a switched-on guy. Gio seems like he understands what's up. And like I said before, when I was talking about the fact that Parker has lost the changing room, I was not talking about that people are going to turn on him. I was talking about that the players do understand what is going on. They understand what kind of game they're playing. Okay, and they are what he's talking about. We need to take matters in our own hands. Yes. So the players, what he's talking about is like, all right, boys, it's up to us. It's up to the team, the players on the pitch.
If I'm in that dressing room and I'm a senior player, if I'm one of the players, and I've been in that position. You have to look other people we're better than this. We're in this position. We're better than this. And I think you said it before. You're like, whatever coach tells you, awesome, we'll stick to that. But we need to go out there and win the game. This is probably where we're at that moment, at this point in the season. And I'm reading that from both sides, from the manager and from a senior player. That's what I'm seeing.
Yes, no, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, senior players are the key. And there is nothing lasts forever. Talking about other teams and the way they perform, that form doesn't last forever. But then you have to ask yourself a question as a senior player. All right, guys, what do we actually want here? Because doesn't matter how good the form is of the team in this league. You're not playing against Man City. Okay? You're not playing against Real Madrid. You playing against another League Two team. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I'm not, nobody's talking about looking down on certain teams. Nobody's talking about taking things easy. On the other hand, you're actually talking about it's right the opposite. It's taking things seriously. And
can I press you on that real quick? Sorry to interrupt. I apologize. Do you think form really comes into play in this league? Because obviously we've lost to Donnie, and I get it, but we didn't underestimate them. But in this league, in this League Two league, it's a very interesting. I've never seen it like this before. I've never seen a league like this. Is it form? Is it players? Is it mentality? Is it everything? Is it like the most complex league that is put in this ecosystem of League Two, League One, things like that? I think the championship is, by the way, the best league in the whole entire world. Do you like? You talk about City, right? City of the best players. They're fantastic. Arsenal, great. Manchester United, suck. But like, do you think it's all the ecosystem? Like, you can't take anyone for granted. So I know that's kind of like I don't know. I don't know if I made that clear, but
yeah. Look, form does come into play. I understand that. So does the quality of the pitch. So does the weather. So does the injuries. A lot of things, and so does the desire to win. Just like I said it before, and I'll say it again: big games, big important games against strong opponents are won by the players. You don't need to spur the players up. They will go out there, and even if you tactically are deficient, they will make up for it by working hard and being extra aggressive in a good way. The games that are there for you to win, the easier games, they are the ones. Those are the games that are won by the managers.
Trap game.
Okay.
Trap game. Yep.
Yeah, and that's just the way it is. It's been like that for years and decades and centuries, and it's going to stay that way. I'll let you continue this sentence, right? So,
yeah. By the way, Stace is really worried about the game tomorrow. And Stace, you could have come. I get it. A couple things going on. I'm going to finish going on here too. What he's saying. I'm going to say with the article here. Let's see. He says going on. Gio says we need to be better, and I think we will be. Okay. It was a disappointing result. Talking about Donnie. But we can't dwell on it too much now. Okay, great, awesome, blah, blah, blah. We need to dust ourselves off and make sure it doesn't happen again. Well, can we do that? We have got 5 massive games. We all know that, and we all know what it means to the club as well. He says, Evans wants to take care of business. Quote, again, we can't think of anything else other than our next game. We have got a big game at Colchester now. So I think his mentality is right. And he says, all we can do is take care of business, and it will be enough. So pretty much exactly what you're saying, right?
There is no point hanging in the past. There is no point dwelling on the result. But what has been our problem this season is lack of the ability to learn from our own mistakes. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I hope that the boys make those. They take that time to make the notes and to learn from those mistakes, because I did not hear anything about that. But psychologically, dwelling in the past and worrying about what could have been, could have, would have, should have, no point. Forget about it. Move on. Next game.
Yeah, and he goes on to say, and this is the end of it too, a little bit here. All we can do is take care of our business, and it will be enough. The fixtures are in our hands, and we know that we are capable of. So it's up to us to go and join and have focus on ourselves and not worry about anybody else. As long as we keep that focus, we will be fine. Jesus H, exactly. He said these people are winners, and when we don't win, it hurts us a lot more. Talking about the club, we are capable of beating anyone in this league, but football is never that simple. And all the things that are in the chat right now, and as we all know, football, basketball, baseball, it's never that simple. That's why it's football. Stace says, I've seen all 3 opposition's team playing for the top 3 about to face Crawley, Sutton, and Colchester. Michael Wolf says, Ken says, as you guys are saying, we will play same structure. Question is, which players in positions? We're going to talk about the lineup a little bit. And Nick Donlan says, what up? Do you want to address any of that on that? We can pop on a little bit.
I think we're spoken about that enough, and we can move on to the next point. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So next one here that I have up, I was going to go to the preview on the site. Who's that guy right there? That's our man. By the way, Hugh likes what we're saying tonight, Josh and Ivan. Well,
Thank you, Hugh. Thank you.
We're full of shit, so it's all good. I want to get Hugh's last thing here. This one, Brian Loop says, yes, but it does not in this. But does it not in the same form as Donnie? Donnie has a lot of confidence going.
Guys, the thing is that, again, talking about form, talking about confidence, I would be completely fine with us playing the way we play if we had the caliber of players and the budget of, let's say, Walsall or Harrogate or Newport. In this case, I would be saying like, sweet, yeah, absolutely. They have a lot of confidence.
Above their weight. You're saying they're punching above their weight, right?
We are punching under our weight. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm saying they're punching above their weight. Yes. Okay. Yeah,
no, they might be playing to their strength, and they have talented people in the club who make them play that way. What I'm saying is that with what we have right now, we shouldn't even have this conversation.
Mm-hmm. But hey, that's football, right? As we know, right?
Yes, yeah, and football consists of a lot of things.
Yep, exactly. Kim says football is simple. Outwork the other team, play as a team, skill players show up. Simple. Kim's just dropping knowledge tonight. Nailed it, Kim. There you go. The other article we were going to get into before I know we're doing an article night tonight, preview of the Colchester, is a draw enough for either team. So I did not read this article, and as Ivan knows, I'm a picture guy, and I read the top line. It's basically a Playboy at this point, so we dive in. He knows how we do this. So I love it. As you know, I have a massive whatever, it doesn't matter. Colchester just can't stop drawing, but being hard to beat hasn't stopped them. Stace, this is on you right now. This is your problem. You brought this up. Hasn't stopped them from slipping into the bottom two. So, all right, before we do that, real quick, we didn't talk about this, right? Can you see that, Ives?
No, okay. But that's okay.
Okay. Well,
I have the table right in front of me here.
Okay, cool. So Colchester are in the shit. Let's be honest. Colchester are at the bottom of the table, and they're in 22. They're 1 point off of Sutton to go down. So this is not going into this and like it's going to be great. We're going to just blow someone away. It's not going to happen. They're at the bottom. They're fighting to stay up. Obviously, we've lost to Donnie, we're 15th, but like this is not going to be easy. Now, back to this. They've been drawing. Wrexham, meanwhile, have drawn just 3 in their last 25 games, and know that only reeling off the wins will keep them chasing the pack at arm's length. So this is from Mark Griffiths, who is obviously does the commentary. So he says the Wrexham angle. This is how he starts it. Phil Parkinson returns to the club where he cut his managerial teeth. With that familiar promotion run-in feeling. He took over at Colchester in February 2003. Jesus, I was 23 years old. And ensured they didn't drop into League Two. 3 seasons later, he steered them into second place and promotion to the championship, despite having the lowest attendance in the division. So the defeat talks about the defeat. Here, we failed to take the advantage. George Evans got some meaningful minutes from his injury. Tom O'Connor was in stash. The last meeting, that's not there. Do we know what happened in the last meeting? Can anyone in the chat tell us what happened in the last meeting against Colchester? It'd be great to see that.
I don't even remember.
If someone's in the chat's better than the both of us, we can that'll help out. But okay, let's see here. This is the Colchester side of things. He says, we go into Saturday's game looking to win and taking nothing other than 3 points. So that's the manager. Oh, sorry, the midfielder. Sorry, Alistair Smith. They're going into this match. They're not gonna just lay down. They're not gonna lay down. So on that, hearing that on the other side of things, and again, you don't want to worry about the other teams, but I don't know much about Colchester. I don't know what they play. I'd love to know what the last. I can look at while you chat. I'll look at what we did against them last time. How's that?
Yeah, sounds good. Well, look, they have they have nothing to lose, only to gain, right? So they have to fight. They have to do everything they possibly can to stay in the league. So, of course, we're not going to expect an easy game. But at the same time, we don't want to be timid. We don't want to give the initiative away. We don't.
We lost the eyes. Hold on. You back? There you
go. Yep. We don't want to respect them too much. Okay. We want to start on the front foot, and we want to dictate the game. Yep. Doing we need to be playing like we need and want and will win. There's the way we played last game was not just that. We did not play like we wanted to win no matter what, and that's why we lost. So I think somebody during the stream said we play like we want to draw. In the beginning, especially the first half, right? So we can't do that.
We cannot.
You don't want to let those teams grow into the game. Shock and awe and violence of action. element of surprise. All those things they do work, and once you knock the team down mentally and psychologically, the rest is quite possible. The winning is possible, but if you let the opposing team staying strong mentally, you're not in a good place. Mm-hmm. And we know that's like the way the Wrexham plays this year. The only way we can actually win is by overcoming them physically and mentally. We cannot win.
Do we? We don't draw a lot of games, do we?
No, that's the problem. Especially as of December, that started happening. We stopped controlling games. Yeah. But if we want to get promoted, we need to, because we can't really rely on genius tactical moves. The only weapon in our arsenal we have is better players and aggression.
Yeah. And I hear, by the way, February is a player I like. 89th minute. I like that guy. I think this is a right back. I could be right. So here's what happened last time. It was a 2-1. Thanks, Stace. I appreciate it. 2-1, December 16, 2023. We were at the Stoke, 9,746 people there. We won 2-1. Elliott Lee scored early. This is Evans when Evans got the red card. This is the red card for Evans. So he got that red card. And then Mitchell, I think that's an OG. We played for 60 minutes? I don't know. But about 60 minutes, 64 minutes with 10 men down. We won the game. So, that was a big one. Possession-wise, this is bad stats because we were down to 10 men, Ivan. We look at that possession. That's crap. We were down to 10 men. We were probably getting put botched in. But, that's where we're at. The lineup was this as such. And then we'll get to the lineup later on. This was our lineup. Mark Howard played. That ain't going to happen. That's when AO had his face thing, correct? That's that. Yeah. The lineup was Howard, Mendy, Maka, Stash, Tozer. He won't be there. O'Connell, Cannon, Gio, Elliott, Mullen, and Dalby. Okay, here's what scares me about that lineup. I'm not going to say it, but what do you think scares me there? What he might do tomorrow?
Dalby?
Please don't do it, right? Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
I would be fuming. I'll be fuming if that happens.
Yeah.
The thing is that we have Palmer, we have Fletcher.
Do you want? No, are we shifting to the lineup part of things? Are we gonna go off and shift?
No, I mean strikers, right? So we have Palmer, we have Fletcher, and we have Mullen. The way that we play, he's gonna play Palmer and Mullen again. And
beer bet, he's not gonna do it. Beer bet, he won't do it. But go ahead. Beer bet, he won't. But go.
Fletcher will come on. I hope that Marriott will come back this time, but he's probably going to get another couple of minutes in the end. So I think the top two ain't going to change. He's going to play Palmer and Mullen again. I don't see him changing that. He doesn't blame those guys for loss.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he's going to start. Oh, fuck! I'm going to shoot myself. I think he's going to start Dalby. I think
if that happens, we're man down straight away. I'm sorry.
I think he's going to start.
Well, look. Hopefully, he surprises us. What can I say? I wouldn't.
So he brought Ollie on at 87. God, please just start Fletcher. We haven't gotten to that part, but let me get to some of the chat to spark a little bit more here. Hugh says we must score the first goal, but we'll get back to the lineup. Like I had to stop that because my mind was going where your mind was going, and I was like, oh, don't do it. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Kim says a draw is not a good result tomorrow. It might end that way, but right now, a draw is not good. No, Kim, it's not. Nick Donaldson says a draw gives us no wiggle room for another draw later in the 5 games due to sending off or some fluke. Yeah, we have to win. We can score first goal. That's true. Scoring first. If we don't do that, we put 10 men in the box. and loft balls. We are inefficient. Please do not loft the goddamn ball tomorrow. Aaron, who's a member as well. Aaron, get your special badge. We put the TLP special bags up there. We have the advantage of goal difference, and we have a game in hand on MK. 7 points more than likely gets us up. MK only have 12 points available. They aren't winning all of those. I hope you're right. Still think we can win on Saturday and finish third. We're going to win. I think we're going to win tomorrow. What's the word on the weather? Big one right there, and the games are going to be played. Stace, he sits too deep. He could fry. He could deep fry his boots. Mullen just does it alone when Dalby is on.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I hope it doesn't happen. Let's forget about that for now. It's out of our control. But look, this is what happens, guys. You know, what we're looking at right now is a logical result of subpar coaching, primitive style of play, and lack of options and lack of plan. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, so on and so forth. This is what you get. This is what you get.
I think it's like we backed ourselves into a corner to we just need to win, right? We backed ourselves into this corner. This is where we're at, you know? And you know, it is what it is. By the way, so you give me this too. So here's the fun stuff. Potential milestones. Mendy, 200th career appearance, which is good for him. I think that's great. I don't think he'll start. Sam Dolly, 175th career appearance. Tom O'Connor, Stash, 75th Wrexham appearance. I guess we're talking players real quick right there. I think that he's going to start Stash and Gio in the team tomorrow. I don't know. I think he's going to start Stash and Gio. I do not know what he's going to do up front. He's going to put Barnett on the right side for effing sure, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he will. Yep. He will. He probably will start both Gio and Stash. I hope he will let Lee. I hope he will let Lee sit down.
Yeah, how are you going to do that? How's he going to put that in? Because we could be way off. Listen, we're obviously armchair. How is he going to do that? What's that lineup going to look like?
It's very universal, actually. I'd probably sit Gio down low with Stash when we're off the ball, and keep Cannon up front. And then I would tell them, look, boys, whichever, depending on the strong side, basically depending on where the ball is, one of you will move up to support Cannon, and another one will step down and keep that triangle. So keep that dynamic triangle. I mean, with those guys, you can literally say, look, just sort of act according to what's going on the pitch. You know, test and adjust.
Do you think Elliott needs I think Stacey said it the other night. Do you think Elliott
needs a rest? Just, you know, he's a great player. He just needs a bit of a break because, he's been he overplayed him so much. He's gassed.
Yeah, I think so too. Hands yellow, heart red. John, I don't.
Heart red, obviously Wrexham. Hands yellow.
Oh, yeah. I think it's beautiful. Hands yellow, hearts red. John, go into that. I need that. Hands yellow, hearts red. Wrexham had 15 shots and 1 on goal against Donnie. If that happened tomorrow, Wrexham lose. Oh, for sure. For sure. Stay says MK operates on 1 for you, 1 for me, wins and losses. Kim says primitive direct play would be fine, but Wrexham isn't getting any shots in the box anymore. Ooh.
Well, look, primitive direct play is never fine, to be honest, because that is the kind of, unless you have exceptional players who capitalize on half of their chances, that is the kind of game that is relatively easy to shut down even for a mediocre team. Okay, so the key here is to be able to mix it up a little bit. It's fine to play primitive direct style of play, but not all the time. Keep it as a surprise, right? It's it's good to be able to deliver different kind of strikes.
Mm-hmm. What Stace is saying: Bolton, O'Connor, Cannon, Macca, Evans will come on as a sub. He ain't going to start Bolton. Stace. He didn't. No, he's going to start. He's going to start. He's not going to start Bolton. I don't think
Bolton.
So.
is the only player who doesn't. He's not been Parkinsonized yet. He still plays with a little bit of the previous game, and he still tries to play.
I like.
He still plays. He tries to play subconsciously. He tries to play combinational play, so he doesn't do what Parkinson want him to do. That's why he looks dislodged from other players, because he still instinctively reverts back to the game he played in previous team.
Yeah, but he's almost not a Parky player, which is why I don't think JM's a Parky player.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's why, that makes very little sense to me why he even got them, to be honest.
Yeah. But so for me, I'd be going 4-4-2. For me, I'd be going 4-4-2, and I'd have that's all. But we do that. Let's do that in the summer. I'm gonna hold it off in the summer. Yeah. Brian thinks that Lali's gonna start, but I think if we get a couple of goals early, he gets subbed. I think that Colchester's gonna be battling their balls off tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna get any early goals. If we do, I'd love to. But I think we're gonna win the game. I think he will. Barney still isn't 100%. You think so, Stace? You know more than me.
Well, if Stacey has inside knowledge, we can't argue with that. So if he's not 100%, he's not going to start.
Yeah, for sure. For fair enough. And we don't know. Again, so what time is it? It's so 7, 8, 9,
it's
10, 11, 12.
It's 01:41 in the UK right now.
Okay, so 01:41 UK. What's the weather like out there? Does anyone have any insight? Who's up? Stace, I know you're up. He will play Barney on Bolton. Barney can go for it. Okay.
I've been checking my weather apps, and I see that cyclone is moving up from down south, going towards the islands.
Yeah, it's not. Michael Wolf, how much did they pay for Marriott, and how many minutes has he played?
He played just over a game on aggregate.
90.
Just over, like it's at
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Stace. Yeah, keep it on. Let us know what's going on.
They paid a lot of money for him.
Snow today. Hey, Snow yeah. One night in Prim, brother. Michael Wolf, one night in Prim. I love it. Hugh says, just looked at the weather now, and you leave it. He's like, we looked at the weather now, but what happened? Pissing it down. Do you know if Stace? Do you know if they traveled today or tomorrow? They're traveling. I know we're like kind of talking through the things here. While she's looking it up, I'm gonna bring up something else. Bring this out here. That's the Colchester. The Stockwork guy that you watched the other day in Misery. This is a Sky Bet League 2 pre-match stat pack. I don't know exactly what the hell this means. I saw this. It's kind of interesting. I wanted to bring this up. Here we go. Here's the stat. Here you go, stat pack. And by the way, you have your own personal. We have our own personal Discord. Everyone get involved in the Discord and get involved in the chat. Like, subscribe, share. New memberships. Everyone can be involved in the memberships. I will work on getting maybe like getting an Ivan emoji in there too, which would be great, and maybe even a backwards hat emoji. And merch is coming. But let's get into this part. EFL like preview stuff. This is a preview that EFL put up about Colchester United versus Wrexham. So this will be Colchester's first home football game against Wrexham since the 1-2 loss in October 2004. A match in which Chris Lewin, I don't know, you got that one? I don't have that one. Elwin? I don't know. Scored a late winner for the Welsh. Llewellyn, right? Chris Llewellyn, yeah. By the way, the women played today in Wales, and I think they won. Congrats to them if they did. After the 2-1 win in December, Wrexham could complete their first football league double over Colchester since 92-93 season. Colchester drew just 2 of their opening 26 league games of the season, but have drawn 9 of their 13 matches since Danny Cowley's appointment as manager in January. He's got 2 wins and 2 losses. None of Wrexham's last 16 games played on Saturday have ended level. Fucking hell, really? And ended level. 10 wins, 6 losses, whilst they've scored 3+ goals in 3 of the last 4 such matches. 3 wins, 1 loss. That's crazy right there. We don't draw games, mate. We don't draw games.
No, we're hardly ever draw games. To be honest, we don't want to draw any more games. We want to win.
We need to win.
Yeah.
Hugh says it's not cold, but there is cloud and rainy about. Stace says it's pissing it down. Aaron also says, who's a member, Marriott Marriott played right around 300 minutes. It looked. I looked it up the other day. He played around. Okay, got it. He said he played about 300 minutes. So is that true?
Okay, so that three games.
Okay, 3 games. Okay. Marriott has 3 starts, subbed out 3 times, and came on 9 times. Oh Jesus, that's horrible for a guy of his caliber. Would you start him?
Yep.
Against Mullen?
I would start Mullen and Marriott all day. I would have started that long time ago.
Yeah.
And I would have used those half spaces, and I would have used those half lanes, and I would have used those ground balls like Max delivered when we scored against Mansfield and Mansfield. That's what you want to do, but that requires a different concept. That requires a different system, different style of football.
We'll leave that for the summer, whatever. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, whatever we're at.
Yeah.
Kim says it's gonna be warm in Colchester, about 19 degrees Celsius. But is it?
Is it going to be? So the pitch there already had problems with water retention, right?
Yeah.
They had to make it smaller.
They made it smaller, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like.
So smaller pitch is better for combinational play. Smaller pitch is better for long range shots. Smaller pitch is better for quick rondo possession plays. So basically, it's better for everything that we don't do.
We'll talk about the lineup at the end a little bit. Would you go aggressive tomorrow? Well, while you do that.
Absolutely.
Or no, would you go aggressive tomorrow, or would you go strategy? So I'm going to bring something up because I want to bring up the ref. That's when I bring up the ref. Go ahead. Would you go all out balls out? Yeah. Go ahead.
I would take the initiative straight away. I would go aggressive straight away. I would go and try and score the first goal as soon as possible. I would definitely try and seize the initiative straight up.
Yeah. So here we go. This is why I was bringing this up. Credit to Me the Wife and Wrexham. Me the Wife. Follow them on X if you don't. So ref tomorrow is Tom Reeves. He's English. Okay. Stats in League 2. Ready? 14.
Mm-hmm.
39 yellow cards, average 2.78. 1 red to yellow to red. So 1 yellow to red. No red cards. Pens given 4. So he previously did MK Dons and Swindon. So 39 yellows and 14, 1 red, 4 pens, 1 yellow to red, no reds. So he's obviously, we can go ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, he seems like a ref who would let you play.
Yeah. So I think we can get in there. I think we can get after it. You're right. Let's get stuck in. Obviously, tomorrow is the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. So after you've been in our Discord, by the way, all the wrestling talk.
It's going wild there.
It's gone wild. That's why I called him Thunderlips, the ultimate male. It's just a great reference. Get involved in the Discord. It's on our YouTube page as a drop in. Let me see here. 10 draws in 41 games. Ivan. 10 draws in 41. That's not great. Marriott has 0 goals. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I know.
Yes, she does.
Dalby has 1 goal. Stace says, I think we've been concentrating on Mullen. I think Marriott being 2 alike, maybe that will work. I would play them all together. Michael Wolf says fake sport soap opera. Talking about WrestleMania tomorrow. By the way, UConn are playing Alabama tomorrow in the Final Four. Yeah, baby. Sorry. Ivana Media is running wild. I might have to re-download Discord. Yeah, do it, Stace. Get involved. All right, one more thing I want to get into, and then then we'll talk about the. Actually, no, this one's kind of BS. Sorry, Ivan. This is kind of BS.
No,
we'll talk about the lineup here. Supercomputer makes Wrexham prediction as League 2 promotion race heats up. This is from Tom Griffin. This is crap, but I figured we put it up there. League 2 supercomputer from the outset. The battle was, I don't know. This is just bullshit, right?
So what does it say? What does the supercomputer say?
Okay, I'll read stuff. Ready? I'll read stuff. I'm going to get him out of there because he sucks. League 2 supercomputer. From the outset, the battle for second and third position in the league is difficult to call, with many looking at the supercomputer to predict the final outcome. No one's ever called me a supercomputer. According to Opta analysts, their supercomputer runs 10,000 season simulations from the exact point of each week. Following an 8-match unbeaten run, Stockport saw their chances of winning promotion to rise to a whopping 99.4%, boasting a 6-run cushion on fourth with 2 games in hand. By the way, my wife needs to stop shopping because whatever she's buying on the right side there is not, I know it's summertime. Yeah. Stockport looked like they've got promotion wrapped up, making amends for their penalty shootout defeat to Carlisle last year's penalty playoff final. And you watch Stockport and you wanted to shoot yourself. Mansfield find themselves in a similar boat, trailing the table toppers by 4 points, but given a 93.5% chance of securing League One football next season. As for Wrexham, the supercomputer has placed an 82.1% chance of promotion from this point onwards, an increase of 7.8% from the previous week. By the way, I'm dyslexic. Previous weeks, as results went their way despite dropping points. MK Dons could have had Wrexham sweating in their if they beat Notts County, but instead they had to settle for a 3-3 draw and a 16.3% chance of winning promotion. Shoot me in the foot. Oh my God. So I'll go on. I'm boring everybody, but I'm just going to do it. Whatever. I'll do it. I'm more the one having to get this to me. League 2 promotion. Wrexham must build consistency and not get complacent in their final 5 matches, with Parkinson knowing that securing victory in each of those fixtures will see them playing in League One next season. The Wrexham strugglers, Colchester United, who gives a shit? They're still going to be a strong side tomorrow. And many look at the table expecting an easy win, but the hosts are fighting for their lives, creating potential banana skin for the Welsh side, blah, blah, blah. Anything else with points will be a disappointment. Go fuck yourself. Promotion firmly in the grasp. Wrexham can pile the pressure on further winning this weekend, although failure to do so can be their rivals cashed in. Well, if that's not the most obvious thing at the end there you go. What do you think on that other than I'm the supercomputer and you're not? I'm kidding.
Well, look, running a simulation, basically in the similar position, Wrexham has 4 out of 5 chances, so 4 out of 5 to go up.
Yeah.
But MK, they have 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So the difference is not that great, and to be honest, it's our promotion to lose or to win.
Yeah.
Okay. So the chances are there, and if we do everything right, if we do our job, we should be going up no problem. Okay, but it's I am a little bit worried. Let's put it this way. I am a little bit worried. I am not.
I love you, but you've been worried for months. You got squeaky bum time, but it's more like you don't have toilet paper. You're doing. I was into the military, but I know what it's like when you have to use your single ply. I get it when you're out in the field. You put it up, you fold it in, and think, yeah, you're squeaky bum time. I get it. Figure that one out. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like the reason why I voiced my concerns back in the day, long time ago now, is just that. Is that I saw the signs that were very obvious to me, and the problem is that we are not fixing things, right? So, and it's not being fixed yet. So, all I'm hoping for is that the boys will step up and we'll have some amazing performances over the next 5 games. But I am worried. I'm not confident at all. I do have faith, and I will be supporting them. But
doesn't mean you don't. You're worried. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very, very worried.
Yeah. But this is what kind of makes it fun, right? This is why this is why I want to have on my guys from the United Stand last night, because they're like, it's a different world, but like they want to get a little. I see connections there. I do. I see connections. By the way, I am the Michael Jordan. Josh is the Michael Jordan of reading articles. By the way, this is a liquid death. It's water, sparkling water. Just FYI, and the bubbles in it. Just going to and maybe a sponsor. I am dyslexic as shit, and I have never been able to read out loud. So thank you very much.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good.
But Brian Loop's a supercomputer. There you go. Amberjack shoes are the bomb. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
It's the ads that you had on the webpage.
Oh. Well, I was too busy reading, obviously. Kim says 82% for promotion. That's based on winning games against weaker opponents. Well, I mean, you can only
okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
yeah. Right. I would say.
Well, look, we're just focusing on. We need to focus on the next game. Just like I said, don't worry about anybody else. Just focus on the next opponent. Study the opponent. Come up with a plan. Execute the plan. That's it. It's as simple as that. Step by step.
Yep. Absolutely. Aaron, I said Aaron had the best comment of the night because I like this one right here. Ivana Mania is running wild on you. Let me see here. Brian Loop says that's 7 out of 5 between us and MK. I think you mentioned that, right? Yeah. The night's young. You got more comments. The night's in diapers, man. Aaron, the night is in diapers. We're just getting started. Last night we did 3.5 hours. Do not
now we don't want to do that again.
No, I was like, Ivan. I was going to ask Ivan. I have nothing else on my end. This is what I was going to cover. Do you have anything else you want to get into? This is your show too, man.
No, I think it's short and sweet, to the point. Tomorrow is going to be a very early morning for all of us. Man, I don't even want to say anything to be honest. But
let me put it to you then. How about this? Who are you starting tomorrow? I stopped you from where you were going to go.
Me, all right.
You starting tomorrow. Let's do who you're starting and who's he gonna start. Yeah.
So we keeping the 2-5-5-3 or 3-5-2. Sorry, 3-5-2.
At the start of the game. Sure. You think that? Come on.
No. I mean, we're starting tomorrow. We're keeping the same formation, same system, right? Yeah. So we're just naming the lineup.
Yeah.
Okay. The back line, I will keep it unchanged. AO obviously will stay in there. I would start Mac on the left. I would start Bolton on the right. I would start Cannon, Gio, and Stash in the center. I would get Cannon up with Gio on the attack, and then I would ask Gio and Stash to drop down on defense, and I would start Marriott and Mullen up front.
So you would do?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? By the way, I just disappeared. Yes. Colchester. Oh, here's sorry to cut you off. Colchester forecast. Weather check. Temper around 20 winds. No rain. Keep ball on the ground. But it's pissing it down now, right? Didn't you? Right?
Well, it's pissing down now, but it's going to be okay tomorrow. It looks like.
Yeah. So hopefully. Yeah. Matt's not even here with his Grogu. I still don't know what the Grogu is. Okay. So what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
I think he will keep the back line unchanged.
Yeah.
Unless we don't know about some injuries. Let's put it this way, because I think O'Connell was kind of limping the other game, right?
O'Connell.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
If he starts, I'll be balling now.
Yeah, so I hope that O'Connell is fine. So he will start.
Sorry,
oh,
that's me.
Yep. No worries. He will start Macker on the left, Barnett if he's healthy on the right. He will start Lee again. He will start Stash, and he will start Cannon. Up front will be Mullen and Palmer.
Okay. I think, if anyone cares what I think, which I don't, I think he's going AO, Maka. I have a sneaky feeling he's going to put Stash at the back. O'Connell. Max. Barnett. Gio. Cannon. I think he's going to stick with Lee. I think he's going to go Fletcher. And I think he's going to go Mullen. Fletcher could be Dalby, though. That's what I think he's going to do.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense too.
Right.
Just the spot.
It's just Parky. It's what we know we're going to do, right? Right.
Look, again, just like I said before, it doesn't matter who starts. It matters what they're going to be doing on the pitch.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about last night. We talked about there, and I want to put this up too because I love everybody and I don't give a shit because it's our show, right? Here's what I want to say. This is what should be going on.
Okay.
Go on.
When you do that with footballers, like he said about Leeds, and when you do things like that about a man like Stuart Pearce,
come on, boys.
I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something. He went down in my estimation when he said that. We have not resorted to that, but I'll tell you, you can tell him now, be watching it. We're still fighting for this title, and he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Let's go. How about that?
A bit of fire. A bit of fire.
Fire in there, right? We beat him. Right?
Oh man.
You're mad because you got to wake up at stupid o'clock. What time are you up? 200?
Yeah, man, 0 to 100. But I will be up before that. So super early night for me today, hopefully.
Okay, we'll get you up. I'm not gonna put it in the chat for people to come in because I know what happened last night, even though I have a bunch of people in here. But we'll shut it down. It's been an hour because I know you got to get some rest.
I think it's time to go and go prepare yourself, guys. You know, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay tomorrow. I think we're gonna be okay tomorrow. Kim says, agree with that, but all the chances of Marriott starting is 0. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Josh asked me who I would have started.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yep. Aaron says Parky starting Dalby. I have my feeling in my.
It's Parky.
Could happen. Could happen. Hoopball Reds. We'll see in the morning. We're going to see in 5 hours, by the way. We're going to see in 5 hours. Just party all night, Ivan. No. God.
That's about 20 years too late for that, my brother.
Right. All right. This is a fun one. So, yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it last night, too. It was a lot of fun. We had 3.5 hours last night, for God's sake. But it's a Friday night. Let's everyone get some rest. It's going to be an early doors for tomorrow for me and Ives. Grid your loins and get ready for battle, says John Hampton. Yeah, he's ready for that. So, all right, let's wrap it up there. And we will see you in the morning. Ivan and I will be on. Sheldon's, I think, might pop in at some point. I haven't talked to him, but he's always in the chat. Get involved in the Discord. If you're not, get involved in the Discord. It's a lot of fun, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think this stream was really good right now. I think we had a good talk. We had a good, meaningful conversation, and yeah, man, it's just. I don't want to give any prognosis out anymore. It's just, this is just the way it is nowadays.
You want to win. You want to win.
Absolutely.
You want to win. That's it. By the Hugh says A.O., Barnett, Cleve, O'Connell, Boyle, Mendy, Evans, Stash, Cannon, Macca, and Mullen. I don't mind that, my guy. Hugh, your lips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. That's a good lineup.
That's a good lineup. I really like that lineup too. I like that too.
It's a better lineup than what Parky is going to do.
I'm kidding. No, it could be. No, I think we're going to win tomorrow. I feel like we're going to win tomorrow. I'm ready to go. I think the boys will be ready to go too, and so we'll see what happens. But we'll be bright early doors tomorrow. Ivan, always a pleasure, my guy. Love chatting with you, man. I hope everyone enjoyed it too. Smash a like on the video. It helps the channel out. If you want to get to the memberships up, get it to the memberships up. We have those coming up. Again, we have merch coming. Producer Ann is working on that. And get your badges, get everything, get involved. And we're here almost every day. And also shameless out there too. Ivan does not have Instagram or X, but I will force him to do that so we can get him more active. How's that?
I'm on Facebook. If you want to be my friend on Facebook, I'm open.
The Facebook, yeah, the Facebook, yeah.
On that Facebook.
Just win, baby. Just win. Also, go follow Racecourse Ramble and the Red Horde. They're in our chat as well. Big group of Wrexham community. We're going to be doing the show, Ivan and I, tomorrow. We're going to watch the game live tomorrow on the local pundit. So come and drop in, have a chat with us. Maybe later on we'll do WrestleMania or one of the games like that. But tomorrow's the game. After 90, you'll probably be around for that too if we're still alive. Oh my God!
I will. I'll try.
I'll try,
bro. 0 to 100. I know. I'm not 21 anymore. So
no,
we'll see how that.
I'm an old dog. I'm the oldest dog here.
Yeah, no, I'm not too far away from you. But look, it will depend on the result tomorrow. The spirit. If the spirit is high, yeah.
Well, we're here. The local pundit's here. Ivan's here. Josh and Ivan, we're killing it and killing it for you after a 3.5-hour stream. He's going to be up early doors. Let's put him to bed. So I will let you all go. And on that bombshell,